Okay, so we're live on YouTube.
We're live on YouTube.
We're gonna.
Cause my back's got style. I've had it for a while. I got cars in the spokes. And I'm telling you folks, I got a bicycle. It's a sentimental bicycle. And Jimmy got a bicycle. He got a bicycle too. I got a bicycle. And I love my bicycle. And when people tell me Jimmy, I tell them Jimmy who, yeah. He may think that his bike is so much better than mine, but he would change his mind if he took mine for a ride. Bicycle, bicycle, I love you. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Yeah. Cause my bike's got style. I've had it for a while. I got cars in the spokes. And I'm telling you folks, I got a bicycle. It's a sentimental bicycle. And Jimmy got a bicycle. He got a bicycle too. I got a bicycle. And I love my bicycle. And when people tell me Jimmy, I tell them Jimmy who, yeah. He may think that his bike is so much better than mine, but he would change his mind if he took mine for a ride. Bicycle, bicycle, I love you. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Yeah. Cause my bike's got style. I've had it for a while. I got cars in the spokes. And I'm telling you folks, I got a bicycle. It's a sentimental bicycle. And Jimmy got a bicycle. He got a bicycle too. I got a bicycle. And I love my bicycle. And when people tell me Jimmy, I tell them Jimmy who, yeah. He may think think that his bike is so much better than mine. But he would change his mind if he took mine for a ride. Bicycle, bicycle, I love you. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Yeah. Cause my bike's got style. I've had it for a while. I got cords in the spokes. And I'm telling you folks, I got a bicycle. It's a sentimental bicycle. And Jimmy got a bicycle. He got a bicycle too. I got a bicycle. And I love my bicycle. And when people tell me Jimmy, I tell them Jimmy who, yeah. He may think that his bike is so much better than mine. But he would change his mind if he took mine for a ride. Bicycle, bicycle, I love you. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. Ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride and ride. We're gonna ride and ride and ride.
And away we go.
Hello and welcome to the Jacob and Paul Off the Wall Show.
I don't have that cool of a voice. My name's Jacob.
And I'm Paul.
And we're on radio.
And we're
apparently.
off the wall.
We're off the wall and we're on your monitor, your television set.
We're going to do the whole show in British.
Oh, that's a mistake.
It's a jolly old show.
We're gonna do it with a southern accent. Hey, man, I'm from the south, man. Donkey, no, don't start that. We got 55 minutes here.
He wants his spot of fame, is what he wants.
Let's get him on. Donkey, come say hi. Donkey.
At first he didn't believe you. He was like,
Oh,
yeah,
come on, get up here. Come on, Donkey. Show the people that you exist.
He's like, well, I don't know.
Oh, that's all y'all
That was
get.
enough. That was
If you tune in, you'll see more of the dog later in the show. Maybe.
Feel free to call in and mess with us. In fact, let me just add that really quickly to the post I just made on Facebook because we're not live on Facebook.
Okay,
but
yes. So we are streaming to YouTube, actually AOC's YouTube, and we have posted those links on our Facebook pages, but it's not the same as going live on Facebook because you
I
can't
didn't
like.
get the link.
Oh, you didn't?
Wait, hold on a second. What's the phone number again? 366
366-8951 is the phone number, and if you call, we'll talk to you. Or listen.
I'm not being rude to you people right now. I'm trying to get out to some other people, so we don't have to be rude to them.
Paul's being crude, but not rude.
So how, you posted a link?
Yeah, so go to my page.
There it is.
There. That's it. I posted again because it wouldn't fetch the preview.
Okay, that's why it didn't come through.
Okay.
Um,
But yeah, you
All
can watch us all over the internet and in perpetuity.
so it's live on YouTube?
It is live on YouTube.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah. All right, so there we go. I'm sharing it now.
All right.
To those of you not seeing what I'm saying right now, it's being shared right now. So
Soon you will see what was said and what is said and what we're saying. And I serve. I saw John Wick yesterday. I will serve. I will be of service. That's a weird movie.
from the previews, I thought it looked weird.
It's really weird, but it's really fun. But it's stupid. But it's great.
Is it funny? Is it supposed to be funny? I don't know.
It's a little funny. It's not that funny, but it's really cool. It's like super cool,
Well,
but it's kind of stupid.
it didn't look like something I would not watch. Let me say that.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's tons of awesome battle scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole first scene, John Wick has only fired one shot, and there's this whole scene in like this antique knife museum. They're just bashing in. It's like so many knives flying. It's really cool.
What a place to have a fight, huh?
Oh man.
And he brought a gun to a knife fight, apparently.
Well, and this is the third movie without him like getting any rest. He's just fighting. It's crazy. He would definitely be way more hurt and unable to do all the stuff he's doing, but big deal. It's a comic book movie. That's what it is.
Are they? Okay.
Gotta be, dude.
Are they? I didn't know. I don't know what it's based on.
I'm honestly not sure if there's comic book source material. There almost has to be, but it's definitely in the spirit of, these comic book fights. These just hero against all the henchmen
I like
and the
Keanu
bosses.
Reeves, too.
I like him
I mean,
too, man. I don't think he's really the best actor,
No.
but he's compelling. He's a compelling actor.
Yeah, I mean, in a lot of his movies, he was Keanu Reeves.
Exactly. I recently rewatched Speed, knowing that I was going to go see John Wick, and I was like, man, let me go. That movie's
Yeah.
pretty good, man.
Yeah, and it has
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock in it. I mean,
Yeah. I was never into her, though. Her and
More
Julia
for me.
Roberts.
that's all I'm saying.
Apparently, they almost cast Ellen in place of that. Maybe
What?
maybe Ellen lied and said that. Ellen said that
For
she
Speed?
almost got that part. It's like that would not be the good choice.
No.
It'd be way too jokey.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she could. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, she's just not like a sex symbol, right? I mean, maybe for some people.
I guess, but that's not why I would have said.
Middle-aged lesbian. So me, I guess.
Me, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. Us. That's what our show is.
Oh.
This show will make your floor wet, apparently.
How can you say that? All right. So who goes first? Because I have stuff on my list.
Yeah. I have some things that actually coincide with what you're going to say.
Perfect. But the first thing I'm going to say is, for those longtime fans of the show, our buddy who played on the first year of the show, well, didn't play actually, came on.
Yeah, we weren't quite set up for the sound that he needed at the time, and so he didn't get to play.
We interviewed him and chatted about his process, and at that time he had just completed an EP. Well, 7 years later, he has finished his first album. It is phenomenal. I opened another copy. I brought this one for Paul. So he has been at the Solo Fest, which has been taking place in Lafayette all week.
Yeah, I've heard much about it.
Me too. I've only gone to
Crossfire 2 and
a
one.
couple events, but it's been going on all week. There's been a ton of panel discussions. The artists get together every day and group up in different groups and write.
Write a new song?
Yes.
Kind of
So
thing?
at night they perform these songs that were created that day. It's incredibly cool.
Right.
If you want to get involved in it next year, get on it now because
I kind of do.
I know. Yeah, you should, man. I want to become a musician by next year. But anyway, Caleb Elliott, shout out, man. We want to get you on
Get on
soon.
it.
And I know you'll enjoy listening to this. I have been already.
Yeah, I've actually heard some of the songs back when they were being,
Yeah.
when they first started
Yeah,
getting
man.
recorded and whatever.
So, very cool stuff.
Written.
Yep, written and created, sculpted, if you will. I will.
But yeah, you need to get on your pianoing.
I actually have been. I still haven't strung the bass that Mariah is probably going to take back. But I have been playing piano every day for like.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, man, 30 minutes at the very least. Some days an hour
All right,
and a half.
there you go. Next year, you and I, Solo Fest.
That'd be really cool, dude. What
Oh.
if we become? What if all this is lead up to, like a John and Paul thing?
We can.
I'm gonna be Paul. You have to be John Lennon,
Sure, that works for me.
and Yoko is not allowed.
Oh no, keep her as far away as possible. We don't want to ruin it.
Look, that's Donkey is Yoko.
Pretty much, but more talented. We could get Michael McCartney to come
Yes.
in and play with us.
You know, he
There we
sent
go.
me a meme earlier.
He messaged me something earlier.
It's just us. You know, we
Yes,
took a
the
picture.
hug.
And it's way more.
What he did was, well, we could probably show it.
homophilic.
What we did was
Where is it?
we were in a picture where we were kind of about this far away, kind of doing this,
I wonder
he
if-
made us. Yeah.
Here, you hold it. I'm gonna zoom in.
Okay.
Oh, and thanks to Boozy who's here directing for us. He's our favorite.
Yeah, and next week, hopefully, time permitting, if we can get back from Biloxi in time, we have Mangata coming on.
Look at how we're like hugging.
Yeah, he took us and like imposed us.
It looks like we're in the middle of a couple's dance.
It was hilarious. Every time I see it, I crack up.
God, man.
So, yeah.
He's a hoot.
Yeah, he does all kinds of. He's always making Miata.
Oh
memes
God,
now.
I've seen a couple of those memes.
He called our new band Miata Pinata, and it's me hitting a Miata hanging from a string. I'm blindfolded, I guess. I don't know, but I forgot exactly what the picture looks like. It's pretty hilarious.
I have cookies. Want one?
Not yet.
Gwen Oquam made them,
Okay.
so she might be trying to poison me. I don't know. Probably not.
I think. Well, no.
I'm gonna eat them anyway.
She needs you.
Exactly. I'm fun.
Right.
So what? So I guess I can go again, or you want to go?
Well, what we were talking about earlier.
Let's talk about VR.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went and saw John Wick with my buddy yesterday, and afterwards I went to his place where, among other things, like a bidet with a remote that is like, I've got to get a bidet now. The guy just like gets all the cool stuff. Well, he has the new Oculus. Do y'all know what the Oculus Rift is? Or I don't know if they call it a Rift anymore. It's this.
I've heard of it.
It's this goggles you put on, and they sell the one that you can plug into your computer, or they sell one that's a little beefier that will do the processing itself, and you can rock climb or shoot them up or all this. And so it's, you turn around and it knows it has these gyros in it, so it's turning how you're turning, and you can set up, a room to where you won't bust your ass playing with it. And so that's what my buddy did.
But you still can.
Oh, you still can, and I did. I
Yeah.
fell. And I didn't break the Oculus, thank God. 'cause
It's not foolproof. Look.
But it's so cool, and well, it just brings up all kinds of fun discussions. But the other thing that you can do in it, besides the rock climbing, which was really fun, is you just get in, and like people will host a room. So you put it on, and you find your thing, and you go into this big
Oh.
theater, and we were watching the Spider-Man movie in there, and there's other people. And and this one guy is
Wow.
like going up, and he'll like move, and he'll sit next to you, and he's got this way to like draw. And so he's just like drawing in front of you so you can't see the movie, and you have to. And so one guy knew how to like take an eraser out,
Oh,
so he's
wow.
like erasing. But it's just really cool. And so I went into this one room that this Norwegian dude was hosting, playing Game of Thrones. He says he's never even watched a full episode, but he just like does these rooms. And so we're chatting about all kinds of stuff. I don't know. It's just like I'm just talking to this guy in Norway, and we're sitting in a room together. That's like, imagine in 5 years what that's going to be like.
Right. It'll be like almost being around people.
Yeah, it'll be like you can visit your grandma
Yeah, do
and
you
not
feel
walk
like-
into her smelly
yeah.
house. Right?
Yeah. Do you feel like you interacted with people after you've done this?
Yeah, I did. I really did, man.
That I don't like.
Donkey, do
What?
you feel like you're interacting?
It feels like you're interrupting, Donkey.
Yeah, you are. Oh.
You a big interrupter?
Meanwhile, Miss Pim,
Walk
what are
in.
you? Miss Pim found a Werther's original on the floor
Look at her
earlier.
now. She's like an old lady.
She said, "Ooh, I heard a hard candy."
Yeah.
Miss Pim, come on, you get to be on TV because you're not as annoying as this old donkey boy.
There she is.
You
Oh, she's
can't
hard to
have
see
these
against the
chocolate
light.
cookies.
No.
Donkey, that is quite enough. Oh, he says, I just want a little bit of attention.
He wants all the attention all the time.
Miss Pim, would you like a little apple?
As soon as you turn your head away from him.
But you were talking about a VR experience.
Yeah, my nephew Ty has a VR headset with kind of like what you were talking
Yeah.
about. This is sensors you put wherever you want in the room.
Yeah, like in the
You
room.
need a big room.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better with a big room because you can expand the
size
so
of the play
we had about a
area.
12 by 12 walking area, and so I was pretty good with walking around. In fact, it was amazing. You could walk around in this thing that had this huge machine with these rolling gears
Yeah.
and stuff, and you could walk right up to this thing, and the gears were passing right in front of you,
Yeah.
and you felt like you could just reach down and touch the
Mangle your
and it
hand
would-
up.
Well, that too. It felt like you could move your hand with the gear. Then you turned around, and it was this. You were in space, like on another planet. So this planetscape where you could look over a cliff and see down at the wind blowing dust and stuff down in the valley below. Really incredible, and you just felt like you were in this huge open space. And you take the thing off, and it's my brother's photo studio, But we did this. It's not flying an airplane. Flying an airplane I can do in virtual reality, but flying this capsule or jetpack thing.
Yeah.
And
It's
there
like
was-
what the astronauts have, right? Like,
yeah, but even that I think I would be better with because I would have a sense like I need my hands to be set on something where when I can make the controlled movements, I feel this thing was too fluid.
yeah, like an Iron Man suit. It's
Yeah.
like you're just.
And there was a giant anime chick in the middle of this open.
Attack of the 50-foot woman.
Well, she just stood there. But she just stood there like this, and you could fly like under her legs and
What?
fly around her, through her even. When you would fly through her, it would just like she looked hollow.
Yeah.
If you look
it's
down.
like holograms.
Yes. But that thing messed me up. Not only did I immediately fall to the ground, to my knees, after flying it for maybe 5-10 minutes, I started getting motion sick.
Yeah.
Which I don't get. I flew in an airplane just today, and nothing. No problem whatsoever. No, we didn't do anything, but I've done things before in airplanes, like stalls and
Yeah.
dives and loops.
I would think that has to do with the
Spatial.
visual input not lining up with
Mm-hmm.
physical input.
It's a spatial thing, and it's when I'm in an airplane, let's say you do a loop, I can look up and see the horizon. I can watch it come around,
And your body feels
Yeah.
that happening.
You know that this connects with what you're actually going through and feeling,
Yeah.
and everything's lined up.
That's why I want to get to the place where you can get in the VR and get all actual feedback where you could go boxing
Yeah.
and you're all tired and worked out at the end, right? And then you don't have to visit with people or work out anymore.
I'm really hating that part of it.
It's gonna be-
The Wii is pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
It's not VR.
Just Dance is a super workout.
Which one?
Yeah.
Just Dance.
Wii?
Just Dance.
Yeah.
Is it a Wii game?
It's a Wii.
Okay.
Dance with it.
I've
Yeah,
never-
man.
I've never done that one.
You
We
gotta
did tennis.
move.
Even the tennis though.
Yeah.
You'll get kind of out of breath on that one. That's pretty good.
Try playing as the ball.
Ha!
Miss Bim, isn't that right?
So yeah. Anyway, the VR is really it's a cool experience. I prefer it for, let's say,
Like training.
Well, if you wanted to visit somewhere, you wanted to see Rome,
Oh,
let's say,
yeah.
that kind of thing. It would be kind of neat to VR through it and be able to look around.
It's interesting you bring that up because the game Assassin's Creed, the most recent issue, whatever you call it, it takes place in France, and they have the Notre Dame Cathedral. And so months before the fire at the cathedral, they went in and like scanned the entire
yeah.
thing. So they have like all of that data. They know, that's kind of cool.
And are they going to use it? And
Yes, they're going to use it in Reconstruction, and they had some deal for like a week where they were giving it away for free, or you could play it for a week, just as kind of an homage to the structure.
right.
That's pretty cool. I've never played that game, but I mean, it's
I haven't
pretty
either.
neat.
Okay, I've never played any game basically.
Played Mario in 1984.
I really didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe once or twice, and I was like, "What?"
I played it like 3 days ago and beat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one. Oh, that's the best.
So
Mario Brothers.
You're playing some of the old stuff, like the old
Yeah,
stuff?
I was playing it on my buddy's Nintendo, but I have the
Oh, he has a real
the
Nintendo.
classic. Yeah, dude.
Oh.
But they sold those like little miniature
Right.
ones that have you can load all the games on it. So
I'm not saying I never played a video game or wouldn't play a video game. I'm not a hater of them, but it's just kind of like I get bored quickly.
yeah. Well, you have constructive hobbies.
want to go do something else.
Yeah. It's like when you beat a video game, what do you have?
Mm.
You have nowadays you have.
Notoriety.
I have all these Riddler trophies.
I've got. You can tell other people that you beat it. I had an uncle one time. He's still not. Well, he's not.
You disowned him.
No, well, I mean, like, what do you call somebody that is divorced, but they were your uncle for a long time by marriage?
Uncle once removed.
I still would call him an uncle. Yeah, I'd still call him Uncle Danny. That's fine. Anyway, he came to our house, when I was a kid, and we had just gotten an Atari. We had Pac-Man. The man played Pac-Man the entire weekend and broke some kind of record. Like,
Whoa.
he just beat everything on it. And at the time, this was like, when did Pac-Man come out? 85?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's how old I am. But
it was new. It was...
it was brand new. Oh,
Pac-Man's hard too. I like Ms. Pac-Man because it's a little easier.
Pac-Man.
That is
The man
hard.
played Pac-Man for seems like 12 hours or 13. I mean, straight. Kept beating level.
Jeez.
And there was no internet to know that he had won anything, but we found out later he had pretty much just blown away the record of everything. I think beat it all. Played it
Yeah.
as long as you can play it, pretty much. He got to the end of Pac-Man.
It's like, okay, you're all packed.
Right?
Time to move. Yeah, that's the thing about the internet. Like, I remember playing Mario when I was little, and they had one at the daycare that I went to, and I learned all these tricks. Where the secret mushrooms were and the warps, and remember that. My whole life I go back to play, and I remember all these things. But it's like, well, how did we learn where this was when you couldn't just, hey, what are all the secrets in Mario?
Word of mouth, I think.
Word
I
of
mean,
mouth,
but word of
playing with
mouth-
friends, probably that Nintendo Power, but I don't know when they had the magazine for a while.
Yeah, it had to be something to do with some sort of written,
It's like you know what it's
Magazines, you could probably buy cheat codes.
cheek, yeah,
Yeah.
but this was so early.
Yeah, but you get the magazine.
You're right.
Magazines.
Oh, by the way, Uncle Danny did not get any recognition for winning.
Don't say the best Pac-Man player ever,
He-
Uncle Danny.
Has nothing. So yeah, it was back in the day, but I never really got into them. I played it here and there, but never really was a.
I've wasted weeks, months of my life
You
playing.
wasted enough time for me to build a car from scratch.
Yeah, that's like sad but true. Because I played Warcraft for so long, man. And you could type. You could go in there, get on your whatever character you play, and type /played. Be like, you played for 19 days, 4 hours, 6 minutes.
Oh, it tells you your time on.
Time on that character.
Okay.
Not your time. And I had lots of characters. And like my main guy was like so many, dude. Like so embarrassingly many, like 100 days. Something like that. Like I could have definitely learned to play the freaking piano.
That's 3 months. More.
Yeah, I could be like.
more.
Yeah, it's
you'd
the
be
Bumblebee
ru-
Concerto.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad, but I'm not playing it anymore, and that's not because it sucks now. And maybe it is. But I also learned to break an apple, which I do every show that I have an apple. Oh, wait, you want to try it? Because this one's...
Nope. I will not embarrass myself.
I'm just worried. You want to?
I
She did it.
Yeah, you
Remember that?
did.
Yeah.
You wanna do it again, or are you good?
Yeah,
Um,
she did it.
It's so weird. It's like, what is that
Every
even?
time I buy apples, I
try it.
in my car. I tried, and I got one time to start to creak.
Yeah, that's how you know.
I got one to-
Sometimes you have to turn it because there's like only one way. You know, each apple has like a seam.
Yeah. Maybe I didn't turn it, but I did get one time to kind of go, like start. To,
And then it goes. Then you
No. It's hard to crush one.
And I've done that with the green ones. You know, where it's like you can't pop it, and I didn't crush it, but it just starts mushing.
Oh yeah, I don't. Man, you got to push on an apple to do it.
I wasn't even really hungry.
Yearly we have the Memorial Day fly-in at a friend's landing strip in Sunset, and that was today.
Cool.
And it did not disappoint. We got. I wish I probably should have sent some pictures.
Yeah,
but
man.
It's fine. We get there, and Mariah gets to jump in a helicopter and take a flight, take a spin.
That is so cool.
And
you got to like steer it.
yeah, she actually got to fly it a little bit with the
That is.
control stick.
I'm jealous.
And like I was telling everybody here earlier, I still, after flying in, you could say about 100 if you put together every plane I've ever flown in. Never a helicopter, not once, not yet.
You've never flown in one. I've never flown in one either. I'm gonna let Harold Chuckler in.
Okay, so we went there and it was a blast as usual. Not a huge turnout, but quite a nice variety of planes, and the helicopter was there. We have some pictures posted on our Facebooks. And we'll be back again next year. Oh, Donkey, did he leave you again? Yeah. Oh, you stuck on the table. Hold on a second. Let me help you. There you go. She was trapped. Nahara. So my brother also bought. Well, he also has an M151 Jeep that we've been working on. So maybe next show, I'll bring in a couple of pictures of that. That's kind of neat. We have between him, myself, and my dad, we have 3 Vietnam era M151 Jeeps. That is pretty cool to have 3 Jeeps that were not even allowed to technically be sold to the public. They were all cut up because at first it started off as safety reasons, because the Jeeps were known to flip under hard turning in certain conditions. Oh, we have a call. Hey, call, you live.
Hi, you ready for it go?
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
What's worse than finding a worm in your apple?
What's worse than finding a worm in your apple? Finding an apple in your worm.
No,
A half.
apple worm.
Finding half a worm. That's good. That is quite good. But I don't know because
I do know.
yeah.
I would vomit.
I don't know, man. I mean, they're probably good for you, right? You know, one time we were fishing in Lake Charles, and I caught the biggest fish I've ever caught, this giant drum. And so apparently, like at that time of year and that big, you're not supposed to eat it. Well, screw that. We ate it. It had a lot of worms in it, and I ate them, like being all cool, like, oh, I don't care, you know? I mean, they were cooked. But to this day, I'm like, I probably have like health problems
No.
because of
No, you have health problems because you lived in Lake Charles.
That's true. I do.
The worms are not your problem. No, yeah, I couldn't do it. We've cleaned, filleted redfish, which is a drum.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, hey, did you have any more?
You know what?
Hey,
You talked about the games unbeaten. Only games unbeaten are 3 games, mainly with walkthroughs on the NES. Mario 2, Kirby's Adventure, and Maniac Mansion. And this
Oh,
is all
yeah.
in the
Mario 2 was my favorite. I still get those songs in my head a lot. In fact, I've been learning to play one of them. I loved Mario 2. That's Mario 1, but that's good stuff.
but it's still in my head. Is what I'm saying. And I didn't even play. I did not even play, and I still know that song.
Oh, man.
Everyone knows that song.
I mean, the coolest game I ever beat was the Silver Surfer on NES because it was so dang hard. That was back when, like, you can't save.
I don't know that one. I've never played it.
It was on the NES. So do you play
I didn't have like
video games nowadays? Do you ever play anything?
a little bit. I play more on the phone than anything. On cell phones right now.
I try not to download them.
Like online more than yeah.
I try not to download any on my phone just so that I don't play them.
Oh.
Because I'm already on my phone enough. But yeah.
I play a lot of Lemmings.
Oh yeah. Or Fruit Ninja. Is that still cool?
The Lemmings. No, Lemmings. I like all the launch games. Yeah.
Lemmings?
Lemmings?
Yeah. I knew people that used to play that all the time. And actually, I kind of thought it was fun myself. I don't mind those games like Tetris, things like that, where it's you have to just kind of be really quick and move things and do. I also used to like adventure games like Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah, dude.
And on Activision. Well, it was an Atari game made by Activision called not Tomb Raider.
Castlevania.
No, it was like an Indiana Jones character that would have to go. What?
Castlevania
Oh,
is a
No.
weird game.
Oh, wait.
Hey, Bridget, we're getting another call. My mom's calling in. You want to call back?
Okay.
Okay, call us back.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Hey, it's my mama. What's up, mama?
Hi.
Hey, Jacob, and tell Paul hello, too.
Hello. My mom says hello, Paul.
Okay, Jacob, I got the message from your mom saying hello.
Paul says hello. Well, Paul didn't say hello back, but he is probably excited that you told him hello, mother.
Well, I'm glad. I just wanted to call because I went to Facebook and it said that, it gave me that link. So I just wanted to call and tell y'all that I have your number saved, in my phone. So I just go to JNPOTW.
That's the same as
That's your name.
that's the title of our project in the TriCaster here as well. Well, good. I'm glad you're calling. What have you got? You got anything to tell us today?
Well, as you know, I'm retired
Congrats.
now.
Congratulations, Mama. So I guess I will never be able to borrow money again.
No, not ever. Nope. You're going to have to come over here and visit me. And,
I'll get you an Oculus.
But anyway, I just wanted to wish y'all a good show and give me a call sometime, son. It's a shame when your mother has to call
Yeah,
the television
call your mom.
to talk with you.
Okay, but sometime implies I just have to call once, and then we're good, right?
No, once,
Sometime
at
ever.
least once a week.
I call you once a week. Don't make me look that bad.
I have not talked with you this week. No. You were going to come in and watch a
Burn.
movie, and I never heard from
Wait a s-
Oh, Burn right here on his own
I feel like
show.
she's getting me because I talked to her like last Sunday.
Okay.
Like, give me a break.
No, Saturday. Last Saturday.
Okay, that's last
it's
week.
more than a week.
That's
You're
last
right.
week.
Okay, well, I'll call you Friday.
Oh, wow. You're really putting it off until the very end.
I'll call you soon, Mama.
Friday at 11:59.
And she will be asleep. I'll leave a message. Hey,
Hey,
Mom,
I
really wanted
called.
to talk
I
to
called this
you.
week.
Yeah. And then to turn my phone off for 2 days.
Well, y'all take care. And, no, seriously, Jacob, give me a call because I wanted to tell you somebody that you need to find in Lafayette, but I don't want to do it over the television.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So whatever. I will call. Maybe I'll tell the story next week on the show.
Right.
Okay, honey. Well, you take care. And bye, Paul.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Okay, love you. Bye.
So, I bought another car.
Come on, man. Come on.
Okay, get this. Last Sunday, it was after the show. We get back to my house and we're sitting in the garage, and of course we, like, hey, let's take a drive.
Is it a CRV?
Not this time.
Okay.
So
Because I saw one for $1,600. I was like, ooh, it's like a 2006.
that could be a good deal. It would need to be looked at though.
I know.
because
Anyway.
It could potentially need everything. You know? I mean, literally. That's not everything as in, excuse me, as in every maintenance item
Yeah.
could be ready to be replaced,
Yeah.
which is why the price. And of course, you have to take into all the other factors, mileage, year, whatever. But what I did was we went for a ride in the Miata and left my house, jumped on Fieldspan, got on Jenkins. So at that point, we're maybe, let's say 3 miles from my house. Crow flies. Okay, there's a Saturn.
Donkey, that is enough.
It's hilarious.
You know what it is? He's like, let Jacob talk some more. Paul's had enough.
I've been given equal time.
I
We
know.
had a list even. So we see this Saturn view in the yard, in a yard. And
Gotta get 2 of them now.
okay, so
Okay, sorry.
I told Mariah, I'm gonna check into that. I'm probably gonna get that car.
And what does she say?
But she didn't say anything, but she probably thought, well, probably. And so we get
That is enough, Donkey.
fast forward to Wednesday. I'm home for lunch, and it's a nice day. So I have an hour. I ate, and then I jumped in the Miata. I said, let me just go pass by. If there's somebody at that house, I'll stop in, leave a note, or ask, if they're not there. And sure enough, lawnmower guy was there, yard man. He said, yeah, Garrett I think it was the guy's name, and he said he's inside. So I knock on the door. Here's what I usually say. I noticed that Saturn out front. Are y'all working on it, or are you looking to get rid of
You
it?
actually have a script. You
It's, it depends on the situation, but generally speaking, that is what I need to know. Are you fixing it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting rid of it?
Yeah.
I never say, is it for sale? Don't even care, because I want it for free. So the guy said, actually, I just got off the phone with Pull Apart, and they were telling me that I would need the title and they would come get it, but they were only going to give me like maybe $200.
Totally.
And so I was like,
I'll
Well-
give you 210.
no, actually I gave him $100. I'm sorry. They said we'll give you $200 if it's in good condition. And if you had seen this thing, I should have sent the one picture I should have sent you, which should have been for this story. The carpet was thick with mold. It had about this. I think we pulled maybe 15 gallons of water out of the car.
Come on.
So the guy tells me,
what happened to it?
he said, well, it's had this leak for a long time.
What leak? Straight from the heavens?
Oh, no, as soon as he said it, I knew it was the sunroof.
Oh.
The sunroof drains on... I'm going to bore the hell out of y'all for another little minute.
I'm going to draw.
Okay, so the sunroof drains on a Saturn Vue pull off of the little funnel.
I'm just kidding.
The little funnel that connects them to the drain.
Okay.
It shrinks. The tube actually will shrink.
What, from
heat.
water?
No,
Oh,
from
okay.
heat. That would be a stupid... Now, granted, it's 15 years old. But anyway, the thing shrunk down, and it opens up essentially a funnel from the heavens that directs, not only doesn't get water out of your car, it directs it into the car. So the car was full of water. Everything was moldy. It was nasty. And so I offered him $100 and literally got it back to the house, and we put a battery in it, and it started. Now, that doesn't mean that I started the car and now I'm going to go get a license plate, and here we go, we're driving to the grocery store daily. No, it needs a lot of other maintenance items and pieces that I can't even use it as is. But still, all in all, that's pretty cool that we're going to be able to get it back on the road. And I'm probably going to end up using this car that we pulled out of a yard as a daily driver. So cars are cool in that way that you can, if you have even the time, he could have done this if he would have just gotten on YouTube and said, how do I fix this first of all leak? Or how do I replace the air conditioner compressor? Minimal set of tools and taking your time, you can pretty much accomplish everything this car needed.
Wow.
But most people just say, AC compressor broke, the belt is messed up, it's this, I'm done with it.
Or even worse, what if it became a planter?
Right. And it did from mold.
Oh, golly.
The door handles had growths on them, like of mold. It was thick.
Like
mold.
like the Earth was reclaiming this
It's-
car.
Yeah, it wasn't black. It was more. I think it's more like algae.
Yeah.
It's not mold.
It was like slimy.
Mold is black, like spores with black. No, this was more green slimy stuff. That's not the
Wow.
hazardous stuff. It's just
Maybe it was like
wet.
the Swamp Thing's vehicle.
He would have loved it. Would have loved it. I don't know what the swamp thing is, but I don't know. The
Man,
swamp
that
thing may
is-
be asexual. I don't know.
So you're not when I get done with it.
Oh boy!
So you're so you have this thing at your place now?
Yeah, we got it there. I told
Did it
there.
dry? Yeah.
Well-
Would it have started?
Yeah. See, I didn't know this. But
Donkey,
I,
for heaven's sake.
I was trying to start it with a jumper box, and it wouldn't start. So a friend of mine, Thomas Allen, comes over, master mechanic, really like knows what's up. He's worked on a lot more modern cars than I have.
Okay.
And so he walked up. First thing he said was, "It won't start with a jumper box. It needs an actual battery to fire the control unit. It won't generate enough power to fire off the computer, essentially."
Whoa.
And so I said, "Okay, I happen to have another Saturn Vue." I went out in the yard, got my battery, put it in this thing. I'll be damned if it didn't start in 8 seconds. Just like crank, boom, and start it up. Hadn't run in 6+ months. Started up. We took it around the block. So yeah, I could have driven it home. I just didn't know.
You would have had to put on a poncho or something.
We drove it and just kind of like treaded lightly on the squishy carpet. Well, and you
Wow.
know, the thing is, I probably would not have driven it home from his house because from the time of getting it to getting it home, I was able to, at the house, do a few checks on some things. I would not have even cranked it if the timing belt would have been broken or things like that. So I did some initial checks and then realized, okay, everything seems to be in order.
Yeah.
Let's see if it'll run now. You wouldn't just go, you can mess things up worse than they are.
Yeah,
If you just walk
yeah.
up and start a car that hasn't been run in however many months. So
Throw a rod or something.
who knows? I mean, yeah, I never even checked the oil or anything. I just towed it home
Yeah.
and then did all that at the house. You don't want the person to change their mind.
Yeah, let me get this. Here's your $100. Man, okay. So speaking of $100, I went to get the Subaru's airbag changed because it had been recalled. So I went to Giles. They all know, like, oh, you got this from Paul or whatever. But man, they had this brand new WRX 6-speed. I was like, it's like if I was someone who bought new cars.
Yeah. Oh, I do get
It
the
is
new
pretty,
car
man.
lust when I go
Yeah.
to places like that. I'm like, man, you smell it. You can just hear it. Like everything's just new. When I buy something, it's pretty much a pile of crap, and I have to put hours and hours of labor into it,
Yeah.
and buy parts to get it to that level. So yeah, it's nice.
Which is its own enjoyment.
and it's way cheaper.
Well, that too,
oh,
dude.
is it cheaper?
Yeah.
Well, it starts as a $100 car. And
So
then-
yeah, well, I bought a lottery ticket that night because I was like, well, okay,
Oh,
this
well,
is
yeah.
real.
You had plans for that lottery.
I didn't actually check it, but I didn't see on the news that someone in Lafayette had won. So
Do they know?
yeah, they know.
Oh, they
yeah,
know.
because one time I wake up like 6:30 in the morning. I went back to sleep after this.
Yeah, I figured.
But I got a text from my aunt, and she's like, someone in Lafayette won the lottery. Is it you?
Oh.
I was like, oh, is it me? I had one ticket. It wasn't me,
Yeah.
as you know.
Well, yeah, I can.
Because it would be a golden robot doing this show next to Paul instead.
I don't think.
I would be doing VR in, Rome or wherever.
I don't know if I would do it.
You wouldn't? Come on. It would still be me. It would just be like.
Okay, that might be funnier.
Screw you, Paul. There's no way I could be funnier than I am right now.
Oh no.
There's no way Donkey could be much smellier than he is right now.
Let me see what Dr. Fu has to say real quick
Ooh,
while we
yeah.
converse.
Okay, while you do that, I'm going to bring up the other thing, and
Yep.
then I do want to let folks know who are watching on AOC that after our show, you can also watch AOC on the web at aocinc.org/watch.
Which is a really cool feature now.
It really is cool. You can watch like at all times, whatever is on. So, if you're missing home, if you don't live in Lafayette, or if you just, want to check it out like I do with...
Or missing us.
Yeah, exactly. Or, like people around the world will listen to KRVS, or I'll sometimes listen to Red River Radio. You can watch AOC from anywhere on Earth. So, what was my point? Oh, after this show, Ecologic is on. It's once a month on AOC on Sundays, and Harold Scheffler is going to be talking about some issue or another close to his heart, and a lot of it involves the Atchafalaya and Vermilion and ecological stuff going on. Cool stuff.
I wonder if they're going to talk about the flooding. Not
Dude.
Well, there
Will
is
they open the
flooding.
Morganza?
Right.
And yeah.
And do you
They
know
might.
the importance of that structure?
I do actually. Yeah.
If it A, failed, or if it had to be opened all the way, goodbye Morgan City.
Yeah.
Like complete destruction. The entire city. Of course, there would be potentially no deaths because they would have
A
couple of
lot of
days
time to
before they
evacuate.
Had
but-
to get out of there. They could probably have enough time to rent a U-Haul.
Well, you
and
know-
get their belongings out even. But the entire city would be done.
yeah.
It's bye-bye.
It's an interesting topic because the Army Corps, 100 or so years ago, decided to stop the Mississippi from altering the path that it was going. It was going to essentially become the Atchafalaya. Eventually, that's where the Mississippi was going to change course. And they're like, no, we don't want it to do that. And so we stopped it with all these cutoffs and levees and spillways. But, I don't know. It's just
Huge
it's ongoing.
undertaking.
Oh, yes.
I mean, what an amazing.
That's one of the cool things about humans. We can do something like that.
Right. This is on par with what the
The
Dutch,
Hugh Hoover Dam.
Or the,
Yeah. I'm blanking on.
with the dikes and all the.
Yeah, yeah.
Where is that? Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Well,
so
or the Suez, or one of these.
it's been done on probably the Romans with aquifers and things like that.
Yeah.
But controlling water is no joke, and especially if you're literally controlling the Mississippi River,
Yeah,
which is the
dude.
biggest
floodplain
north-south.
on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It empties more area than any other river.
exactly, and so the fact that we can do it at all is a feat. But if it fails, it's gonna do what it wants to do. It's water. It doesn't stop.
Yeah, man.
It does what it needs. It changes Earth. It carves rock
Yeah.
when it moves over it. So
It's weird to think about.
that's been happening lately. A lot of high water. They actually opened part of with the control structure, which is why it's there.
Yeah.
If it's working properly, they can open it as needed, and
Yeah.
that in itself is amazing.
I know, man.
You ever been on that spillway?
No. Maybe, but I don't remember.
My dad used to have telephone equipment in Morganza and Irwinville and all around that area, and so I got to go out in that area quite a bit, and it's an amazing piece of machinery, incredible with the gates all along it.
Yeah.
All that's watertight, those
I
things
know.
close it. It's like a dam that you can open pieces of as
Yeah.
needed to let
Yeah,
it
like a
out.
segmented dam.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'll tell you what else is crazy, and then we'll get to food. The only other thing on my list, deep fakes. You know what this is? Okay, well, I watched one the other day where Bill Hader, who was on SNL, and he plays Barry in this sitcom on HBO, he's on Conan talking about whatever, and he's doing this Schwarzenegger impression where Schwarzenegger's a baby, and it's hilarious and whatever. He had been on the set of Collateral Damage back in the day. That was when he was still like coming up. And so every time he does the impression, his face in this video I saw becomes Schwarzenegger. Like really convincing. It's because they can do that now with, like when you're on Snapchat and you make yourself a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but like insanely convincing. They call them deep fakes, and it's really unsettling for what you could do with that. Like the bigger stuff of make Trump say this or Obama say this is scary enough. But the scarier thing is like Joe Blow. Release some video of somebody saying some racist or fireable offense. Nobody's gonna go and investigate and see. Oh well, these pixels are actually out of
Okay, so
you could do some really dangerous stuff.
An impersonator?
Well, he was impersonating Arnold, but the point
That's what
is
I mean.
that the the software allows you to just your face is moving like this. Okay, well, we have this guy's picture, so we're gonna put it on you,
It's
and now
actually
everything
his
you do,
voice that he's impersonating, and then they put his.
they put
Arnold
the
Idol
face. I don't know how good the voice is. They could do the voice too, or they're getting there with the voice.
Oh, I thought he was doing.
Because he was doing an impression, so
That's what I
so
meant.
they put Arnold's face.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, that would be the thing, is to do the face and put somebody else's voice. Or, you take, just your face and somebody, listens
Makes
to
me
you
say
long enough and makes
something.
you say some
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, dude, it could be like super damaging. Like you could, screw somebody's life
Or it
up.
could be really sexy.
Yeah, Paul needs software to be sexy. I've got hardware. No, okay, all right. All right, well,
this
so
show is going down the tubes.
the fallopian tubes. sorry, Paul. Oh God, this is where Paul dies of.
Got it. It was a piece of ice too, so I didn't want to swallow the piece of ice and get like.
The ice goes shooting out of your nose.
Yeah, I don't want that ice to get lodged.
Okay, so should we do foo?
We got to do something right now. Something. Get Foo Cam on. We need that.
This has been
Oh,
good.
my God.
Okay, there's Foo Cam. Oh, and here comes Foo. Oh, he's taking his little steps the way Miss Kim does. Chicka, 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 chicka. Sikorsky.
Hello.
The helicopter maker. Hey, what's up, Doc?
Foo you.
Oh, I bet you will.
So wait a second. Oops.
No, you're already off.
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
There was an accident.
No,
On the-
I swear it wasn't me. That's not what that smell is.
No, not here. On the interstate.
Oh no, there
Accident
was.
on. I heard about it today. On the interstate, it was a truck filled with a Vicks Vapor Rub.
Truck filled with what? Just like a pickup?
18-wheeler.
Oh gosh, an 18-wheeler filled with Vicks
Yes.
Vapor Rub.
But thankfully, there's no congestion.
There what? Did you hear about the accident? Where the guy, it wasn't an accident, it was on
Toilet
purpose.
paper.
That's something
Really?
you can do.
No, it's toilet paper. Okay, go.
Well, no, the guys that tried to jump the drawbridge and
Oh,
died.
Yes. Idiots.
Idiots.
Oh my God.
Texas guys.
Watching too much of Duke's ass.
Or not enough.
Oh, true. They don't know how to do it right. So, no, but a really serious note.
Okay.
Toilet paper in Brobridge. Toilet paper truck. Spear. People were steering it.
People were
Steering the toilet paper.
stealing it.
Yes.
Oh, this is real. I thought there was a pun there.
I said it's real.
Really?
Yes.
Donkey.
Taking off. Well, I always say if there's a one thing to stock up on, it's a toilet paper. Because you're never not going to need. So, toilet paper.
You're just riffing?
No, yes, I mean, it's true though.
I mean, no, a bidet. You don't need it if you have a bidet.
I don't rack bidets.
I love bidets.
I stockpile toilet paper and whiskey. So, I had
Ugh,
So-
dead air.
a stupid phone. Hear of this man. He hospitalized
Okay.
for having plastic horses in his rear. Yes, but thankfully he's in stable condition.
What the hell? Where are you getting these, Doc?
So, oh my head, what do you think?
It's a-
I'm making this up.
This deer hen house.
I'm making this up all the time. So, one more.
Okay, good.
One of my friends asked me to name 2 structures that hold water. And speaking, this is a topical joke.
Okay, yeah.
I said, well, damn. I'm out.
Oh man, because that reminds me of a joke.
That wasn't a joke.
That reminds me of an
that
actual
actual
joke.
joke right there. Oh, this is another. Never mind. So anyway,
Save it for next week,
Yeah.
Doc.
Yeah, that's him. That's.
Dang it! No, it was something with the punchline was well. Ah, wow! I'm so bad. I'll tell you after if I think of it.
Well,
it was funny.
It was funny that he was talking about the truck. It was an actual truck of Starman. or
This
something.
really happened.
Just happened maybe 3 weeks ago. Yeah, the truck overturned and toilet paper just poof, out onto it. So these idiots came by and just filled up trucks with it. Like,
My God.
they're
asking people to return the toilet paper.
Yeah, they filled up their redneck truck with the toilet paper and like stole it. And the thing on the news was like, you're not allowed to just take It's.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that. You just can't just come up and take toilet paper from.
Man. Oh.
That's what it's come to. That's how boring we are.
Miss Pim says, I did not sign a release. My image is not to be used, or my likeness.
Oh, they're gonna sue us.
My loveness, more like. She don't have a likeness. She has a loveness.
Look at Donkey's eyes. He's like.
Donkey's like,
so
God,
done
how
with
much
this."
has it been, an hour yet?
Yeah. How much can you talk?
Yeah, we can talk for 4 more minutes. That's how. Oh, 3
Well,
more.
no, we can talk longer than that. They just
Yeah.
won't be able to see us.
We were talking
Sorry.
before the show, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, it's constantly. It's this awesome apple juice from that dog.
That dog.
That dog, yes.
That dog who doesn't give us those dogs.
We went to the state fair, Cajun Heartland.
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
yesterday.
How long? Is that only till today or tomorrow?
No, it's till next week.
Okay, good. I want to go.
Yeah, it was actually pretty dang fun, and one of the bartenders from that dog walked by, and she was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Hey, hey, who are you?"
Oh, you couldn't remember where you knew her
Yes,
from.
I knew. I obviously knew her, and she knew me, and I just could not place where she was from.
That
And
happens to me a lot.
It took me about 15 minutes, and I told Mariah, "It's that dog." She's like,
And then you have to go look through the fair. Hey, I
"No."
remember.
We saw her again today, and she was like, "Hey, we see you. I see you all again."
See,
So-
that happens to me a lot, and part of me wants to blame my memory, but the other part of me wants to just blame my friendliness. If I wasn't so friendly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't meet these people, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
So I'm going to start being very coarse and crude and...
we see people at a lot of events, a lot of outings. We're not virtual reality people. We actually go out and talk
Yes.
to people. So we talk to so many people, I guess, that, and I like that. That's what I like to do.
What I don't like is that I don't have an intern who can be like, oh, this is so-and-so.
We so need an intern. Apply within
Yeah.
for an intern position.
Yes, click a box somewhere on the web that asks you if
Call
this
us,
is
look us up on Facebook, say, hey, I'd like to be an intern on the Jacob and Paul show.
Yes.
And then we could send you to Dad Dog to get our hot dogs.
And not only is it unpaid, but you're going to have to pay for the dogs because they haven't given us any free
Yeah,
ones
it's
yet.
so not paid, a paid position.
Yes, yes.
You get paid in exposure.
Yes, and
We'll talk
you
about
pay us with exposure. No, it's
Whoa,
terrible.
whoa,
I don't know.
whoa.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
What if it's a guy?
I'll take it.
Oh.
That's the
Oh.
show. It's over.
Yep.
We got 30 seconds.
30 seconds. All right. Well, thank everybody that watched for watching.
Dogs.
And we are still going to be on YouTube, correct? We can still. people
Yes.
can
Yes.
still-
So you can go watch this after the fact.
You won't, but you can.
You better.
You should.
You best.
We had fun. Oh, next week, man, got it.
Yes, next week, man, gotta check it out. And Caleb Elliott, thanks for the album. We can't wait to listen.
Bye.
Ow! Oh, Donkey says, thank God.
I know. He wasn't impressed.